Ed Hess's Justified is often heralded as one of the great television dramas of the 2010s, fueled by the crackling chemistry between its two leads, Timothy Olyphant's stoic U.S. Marshal Raylan Givens and Walton Goggins' charismatic outlaw Boyd Crowder. But while their on-screen dynamic was electric, things behind the camera were far more complicated. By the end of the show's sixth-season run, insiders say the two stars weren't talking, a falling out that quietly lingered even as the series wrapped up in 2015. So what exactly happened between the two central figures of Justified, and how did their personal feud shape the final seasons of the show? Here's everything we know about the rift, and why it remains one of television's more curious behind-the-scenes tensions. The early days, mutual respect and creative tension. When Justified premiered in 2010, Olyphant was coming off a successful run on HBO's Deadwood, while Goggins had gained acclaim for his intense turn as Shane Vendrell on The Shield. The pairing felt inspired. Boyd Crowder wasn't even supposed to survive the pilot episode. The character was originally written to die, but Goggins' magnetic performance won over both producers and audiences, leading to a last-minute rewrite that kept him alive. At first, the dynamic between Olyphant and Goggins was professional, if not friendly. There was a lot of mutual admiration in those early seasons, one crew member recalled. They had very different approaches to acting, but that contrast actually made their scenes more compelling. Olyphant, known for his dry humor and understated performances, often preferred a loose, improvisational atmosphere on set. Goggins, on the other hand, approached his roles with surgical intensity, frequently rewriting or refining dialogue and digging deep into character motivations. They both cared deeply, maybe too deeply, about the work, a former writer said. Creative clashes and diverging visions. As the series gained popularity, creative tensions began to mount. Goggins, whose Boyd Crowder evolved from a one-off antagonist to a moral counterweight to Raylan, increasingly pushed for deeper exploration of his character's motivations and philosophical leanings. Olyphant, also a producer on the series, was reportedly more interested in keeping the focus on Raylan's arc and the show's pacing. They just weren't aligned, a source close to the production said. Tim was more about big-picture storytelling and mood, while Walton wanted to go granular. Long, theatrical dialogue scenes, meditations on religion, ideology, the South. That difference grew into resentment. The working relationship began to sour sometime around season 4. According to one producer, Olyphant and Goggins began having less and less off-camera interaction. By the final season, they were reportedly speaking only when required for filming. They weren't fighting exactly, said the source. But the warmth was gone, they weren't talking. Professionalism on set, but at arm's length. Despite the growing divide, both actors remained consummate professionals. Most fans were unaware of any tension until long after the series ended, a testament to their skill and commitment to the project. Scenes between Raylan and Boyd, especially in the final season, retained their edge, though some noted the reduced screen time the two shared in later episodes. They avoided giving them too many shared scenes in season 6, a writer admitted. Some of that was by design. The cat and mouse was reaching its conclusion, but it also made things easier on set. The series finale and lingering distance. The Justified series finale, titled The Promise, aired in April 2015 and was widely praised for its restraint and emotional depth. In one of the final scenes, Raylan visits Boyd in prison. When Boyd asks why Raylan came, he replies, "We dug coal together," a callback to their shared past. It's a moment that resonated with fans, symbolizing a grudging respect between two men on opposite sides of the law. Off-camera, however, there was no such reconciliation. Reports suggest that Olyphant and Goggins barely interacted during the finale's wrap party, and the tension was noticeable among the cast and crew. That last season was tough, said one insider. They were done with each other. City Primeval and the absence of Boyd Crowder. In 2023, FX revived the franchise with Justified, City Primeval, a limited series that brought Raylan Givens to Detroit. Notably absent, Walton Goggins. While the revival was structured around a different storyline, the absence of Boyd Crowder left some fans puzzled. Goggins was reportedly approached for a cameo but declined, citing scheduling conflicts. Others suggest the long-standing rift played a role.